You won't be graded at all. It really, we won't call your mom if you didn't do well. None of that will happen. You won't be punished. You won't be put out of the well, first of all, before we even break up into the, I'm sorry, I have to acknowledge Patrick. I am so thrilled that you got the camera here. So this is Naomi Detroit's president and vice president. I had no clue they were coming, so I am so excited, as they say in So before you leave, make sure you guys meet them, find out what's going on in Naomi Detroit, get some information. They have a great organization, and I'm really thrilled that they came down here. Okay, so we go. 1, 2, 3. And we too. Catherine, 3. The coil view. Oh, you missed 2? Okay, that's okay. 1's over here with Sean. Right? 2. 4's over there. 2's in this corner back here. And we're at 3. 3's in that corner. And just take 5 minutes to talk about it. What did you catch? What did you think he was talking about over in this corner? 4's are over here. 3's in the back. 1's in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Sonia Sequoia. Nice to meet you. Because I missed everything I can from
Meet up on Sunday to a mutual friend. She wanted to. So I'm just feeling empowered and just let me get it. I'm breaking my
This is the thing to do. Yes. This is the thing to do. Yeah. I don't know if there's any fours in the room. If not, I'm going to. Okay, we'll move you over to this room.
Don't put me on the witness stand.
Did you read that? Kick your head.
We have about 1 minute left. 13.
Need to work. Sam, let's work.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about the one.
Alright, so you guys, this is on YouTube. So easy to just click on YouTube and go to RD's page, and you'll see the announcement there. Play it over and over and over again. And it's really pretty clear, and he puts a lot on his mouth, so even if you didn't catch it with your video color, how to watch one is not a manual, it's now that what you can get off of that. I think he's really good to watch for students to kind of pick up things over and over again. And he posts a lot of YouTube. So, and he wants to get his Facebook hits up, so if you guys are not RD's Facebook friends or followers of RD, you know, Facebook follow them. After you Facebook follow Nail BBC, but if you're not a Facebook follower of Nail BBC, you really probably shouldn't be on Facebook, because we're it. You're like, why are you on Facebook if you're not hanging out with us? And follow PCRD and follow Nail BBC. And everybody else who wants to plug in. Wonderful. All right, reports. Let's get it over with. I'm sorry. Okay. So we have continued on with the Discover Interpreting piece, which has really been going well. I'm thankful for all of the educators who allow us to come to their room and give us interpreting communication. Tanya Butler and I had the opportunity to go over to Duval High School and give a Discover Interpreting presentation there. It was awesome. We had a wonderful time. That was a jam-packed house. So I think we had probably about, I want to say almost 60 students in that room. That was a little gangster, as we call it. It was very tight. And I had on the vest because I was sweating. They had me nervous. It had me nervous. You made that. That's and then today we went to Bishop McNamara. Anybody from Bishop McNamara? Okay, all right. So today we had the opportunity, I had the opportunity and pleasure to go to Ms. Brooks' class. For those of you who don't know Ms. Brooks, she's sitting right over there. And she teaches a group of students over at Bishop McNamara. So I think we had almost 40 students today as well, and 35 students today. We had a really good time today. We had fun. They had tons of questions and a lot of feedback about the presentation, but really more importantly, they curiosity was piqued. They want to know more. They took down information. And I was grateful. I think at the end of the day, all we can do is plant seeds, and hopefully we see more and more interpreters in the field. I thought it was really helpful today, like I said earlier, that RD had sent out that information right early in the morning. It was like on my first news, I checked my email and saw the annual report. And I was like, this is great because I can take new numbers to the Bishop McNamara class. So I was able to give out updated data, and they were shocked, you know, at the number. They I said, 9,000 plus interpreters, certified interpreters in the field. And they're like, we got 900 folks here at McNamara, or 876 and a half. So they were really shocked to see how little, they thought there were thousands and thousands and thousands of interpreters, you know what I mean? So they were really shocked to see that number, and it really kind of let them know and kind of assured them that it would be work for them if they wanted to go into the field. So that was really exciting. So I've been busy doing that. And then let's also talk about the RD numbers. So, who got the annual report and actually looked at it? It's up on anybody get RID's annual report today and looked at it? No. Okay, wonderful. Did anybody get the report and saw it in their email? Okay, so everybody who did not get it, I'm going to ask you to probably join. No. But you can join us, students. If you're a student, I'm going to encourage you to join R&D. I think it's really important, and I think it's really minimal. It might be $15, $20, something like that a year. I don't know, but you can also just sign up for things like the views. You can just sign up as an associate member. You don't have to be a full $200, $300 paying member. You can just be a $25 student or a $15 student or something like that. And it gives you a lot of information, and you can view the annual report. So since most of you guys didn't see the annual report, okay, so the first thing about the report is just say, look at that. Look at it. I know. So both of those folks on that front cover are wonderful folks, and right here in the DMV area, one of which is a NAOPDC member, a current bylaws chair, a guru of every smile. And so we're excited to see Eileen on the cover. This morning when I opened it, I was like, really, Eileen? You're becoming a superstar right before our very eyes, and we knew you win. So I'm excited about that. And if anybody else doesn't know, Adam, who is Adam? Anybody know Adam? So Adam is right here at Gallaudet University, the staff interpreter. So if you come here on campus often, you'll see it. He's a great interpreter. And if I think he's from Texas, but he resides here. So this is the annual report. You guys already know what it's about because you saw it. I-Time Shane talked about it, right? But I want to get all the way down to, let's go. So, that's where we stand. Those numbers, 9,345 in total, out of which, here we stand with 443. Those numbers kind of look like the same numbers we showed back in 2012 to me. So that means we actually need to do some things, some work, to really try to recruit more people to the field. We need to get our skills set up. Sorry. We need to get our skills set up to be involved and be a part of R&D. I don't know. I'm not necessarily pleased with 4.7%, but that's just me, right? That's just me. But if NAOBDC is not pleased with 4.7%, then we have to do some work. Which leads me a little bit to taking off my belt, because we have a large membership body, and we have a little bit of people who are doing all the work for the organization. So if we want to see these numbers change, everybody actually has to start getting involved in doing it. We have a lot of things that we would like to do, and a lot of people are here when we do them, but the legwork is being done by the same familiar faces, and we really need help from everybody else. So, that being said, I'll put my belt back on. Nobody is crying. That's great, right? Nice when your mom takes off her belt and nobody's crying. So what do? We have talked about for many years doing a scholarship, and I think it is time that we really, really look into that. We've had discussions about what that scholarship looks like. Is it a scholarship for people who want to take the NIC? All our people are not ready to take the NIC. So we have a scholarship for just a select amount of members. Do we have two scholarships? One for those who are ready to take the NIC so that we can provide some support in their journey, and then one for professional development just for our students who need a little bit of a helping hand with their journey. I don't know, but I need to know what you guys think as members about that approach. Originally, the past board and this board have talked about that we're really on the scopes of having 2 scholarships, one for Nick Written, one for Nick Performance. And in some recent discussions, that was the conversation. Everybody's not ready for Nick Written. Everybody's not ready for Nick Performance. So then do we really exclude those for the bulk of our membership now, which are students in process, getting somewhere, who may need help with the class, who may want to take a Gallaudet 2-week course and realize that it's very expensive to do that. So, do we as an organization want to set up 2 kind of scholarship funds, which one is for one portion of the NIC? We don't have a lot of money to pay for anybody's entire NIC process. And one portion for professional development. Is that something that you guys would like to see? Questions, thoughts? Yeah.
Go ahead and sign if everyone can see me okay. So my question is more related to the RID report. And I didn't know that the Niobe numbers. So how many are certified or associate? Are you aware of the different categories?
Current membership, I can say is, I want to say 62. We have probably about, at last count last year, I want to say based on last year's numbers. Last year's numbers, we had about 30-some odd percent of certified and certified. We have a lot of folks who are not yet got it. Shay should be here shortly. She's the membership chair, and she'll have a one-on-one for you. But we have a bulk of students in our group. We have a bulk of students just in this room who have been coming. So yeah. So that's a good question, because then is it worth doing in a piece, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe instead of actually fostering that money for something specific, maybe we could just have a general fund that someone could apply for, and then they can decide how to use it.
Thought? Barbara, and then
There are so many different ways that we can do this. I prefer whenever you're dealing with money, you are more specific as to what you're going to do with it, as opposed to just letting somebody kind of decide, here it is, I'm just going to do whatever. And I kind of prefer specific. I like the idea of supporting the actual test, because we know that's expensive.
Julie, you have something?
I already thought that the board has made that decision by using 2 scholarships. One for a general purpose, if someone wanted to pass the NIC, written part of the performance, that's completely fine. I guess I'm just wondering, I mean, if we were to offer the members, and we say, yeah, okay, go ahead, we'll have 2 different scholarships, what's the criteria for that person to actually get that scholarship? Will there be a committee established? Or will the board decide? Or what exactly?
So very good question. So I have a wonderful form that says here, I would like to serve on the Naomi Scholarship Fund, right? And today's so go back to your original point, that the board has, as you even know, during your time on the board, has, again, brought this up several times. And not only as the board that I served on, but really the board I previously served on, it's been talked about plenty of times within the board, and never within the membership, which is vital. And what that looks like will not be, to me, the board's decision, but should be based on a group from within the membership to bring back to the membership after they've done their due diligence and research and things of that nature. So we have never had a formal committee. to talk about scholarships. And as the president of this board, I don't want to do that work. I think that work should be done by the people who will be beneficiaries of the work. So, if you are looking to work and not make me take back off my belt, please sign up to serve on this committee. I'm gonna pass the paper around because it seems as if there's at least some interest within the membership. And then that committee can get to work starting next week and have something to report for the next meeting. And whether they bring back a detailed report that the membership votes on yes or no, that will be left in your hands. I just want to make sure this is something that we're interested in doing. Yes.
Now, committees,
No.
do the committee members have to be full members?
Sorry, I'm sorry. So the answer is no. If you are a student member, we want you to serve. You are a supporting member, we want you to serve. We want you to serve. Period. We need everybody to serve. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, question?
My question is, has this already been decided about having a scholarship?
So the goal,
But because, the reason I ask is within my opinion, I feel that many of us self-pay. But
that's fine.
they wouldn't want to actually be paying 100% for the scholarship. So maybe if we have workshops or some trainings that we provide money to support, but maybe not for the test itself.
Right, so
I'm not in support
we
of that.
already have some, maybe not for the test, maybe for some professional development along the way, and this is why the board should not have made that decision in silo. So, the committee can discuss the concerns that have come up here and bring back to the board, bring back to the membership suggestions for the membership to vote on. I think that's key. So, whether that looks like paying for Nick, whether that looks like paying for just coursework, whether that looks like paying for books, whatever it be, it's going to be a decision that will be left in your hands based on the work of your peers within the membership. Okay? Vice President, report. You got nothing, Joe? Okay. Vice President fee is open. If people are interested in serving as a vice president, please refer to your bylaws and talk to them about it. Sean.
Capture representative for DC. Hello, everyone. Beautiful faces I'm seeing. All right, anyway. So my part will be a small, short and sweet message. We will be meeting our next NIOB meeting, which will be tomorrow. And that meeting is for people in Baltimore or any of you who would like to come to speak with them. It's an interest meeting, and I'll tell you the time. Actually, the time is 1 to 2:30, but where I actually have to look at the flyer, and I can tell you if you are interested. So if anyone is interested to go, please raise your hand. Anyone think who's going tomorrow? Again, okay, so thank you for coming along. Helen is one of the, Kendall. Thank you, Kendall, for being willing to come. So tomorrow at 1 to 2:30 in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, that's it. Where's my card?
Thank you, Sean. So Sean's been working with a great partner in crime up in the Baltimore area to put that together. And really, like you said, this is an interest meeting. really to kind of touch base with those that live in the Baltimore area, see how we can better support them, see what the pulse is. You know, historically there's been talks about whether we want to, whether Baltimore needs their own separate chapter, things of that nature, but we just really want to see their faces and see what's going on up there, touch base with the group that's up there, because we don't see them often. So, thank you, Sean, and come out tomorrow if you're available. I'm really excited about Tree's report. But before I show you Tree's report, can I show you one.
So there, as you'll see this ticker coming across, what I'm going to talk about next is this. Ever see that before? Yeah. So, what that is the one thing that I've done my best to promise to make happen, which is a new Niobe DC website. Okay, so as you see on our website, it doesn't matter if you go to niobedc.org or if you go to our website, which is niobe2.org/DC, you will be taken here. So there's no confusion. You'll see this. Doesn't matter where you go. It's a home page. About us, we have board, which this, coming from the bylaws, is more or less our roles. So if you're curious about a specific thing, you don't know who to talk to, you'll see on here that like the treasurer is the one that handles all the finances. Some of the things are simple enough, maybe common sense, but for students or people that are curious, they need to know more. This information is there so that they know who to contact for whatever means they need to contact. For our current board, we do have their bios and some beautiful pictures up for them. And we kind of have a fun page here about us because we are Niobe DC and we're fun. So we've got some pictures that are always running. We have our Twitter accounts. We also have our Facebook page. Most of you, if not all of you, are probably on our group page. You haven't really ever seen our Facebook page. It's probably still best just to go to our group page, but this will be updated with more of these Niobe sponsored events that are going to happen so people can progress in general of what we're doing. Now our calendar events As you see here, it says that this is the central client. I got this from URNC. I got this from their page. It's kind of, in a sense, the hub of where all ASL, deaf-related interpreting, professional development events go into. Instead of us trying to go out and find and then put them to our page, we all just put our stuff in this page. So you should see, if I can move it, as you see here at 7 o'clock, there's an LBDC membership meeting that you all are currently at. It's there, so other people will know about it, not just us. They don't have to come to our page to see when it's there. Everyone can see this page. It is a free-accessible page. This page you can also tweak if you have, if you don't like this format, although I don't like the other ones. You can change to a month calendar. As you see, it gets real busy in this area. DC is very, very busy. Even in the week, it's still very busy. So this is the general page that we have of calendar events. Now for our sponsored events, we have currently our featured events. You guys will hear about this more later this evening. But our DC 15-year anniversary celebration is coming up. So that's our featured events. If you click the more info button over here, you'll be taken to that website. You can register and do all that you need to do there. You also have upcoming events, as Sean has mentioned. We're going to Baltimore, so you'll see that flyer. You'll see just kind of the date and time, where to be when you need to be there. And you'll also see the next workshop that we have coming up, which is, conveniently my workshop. Since I'm here, so I got this workshop coming up, right? It is geared towards, as you see, individuals who've taken the MIC performance and have failed it and are kind of in a place where they're not too sure where to go. So we will get together on June 7th from 8:30 to 12:30, and we're going to discuss what it is that the results are actually trying to tell us. I have broken down, as you see, a simple guide of what it means. And if you go to the workshop, that means if you've taken it and haven't passed, and you come to the workshop, you'll know what all those pictures mean and all that jazz. And then you have it registered here. As you can see, I'm still working on the website. There's still some formatting I'll work on. Our resources page. I tasked my committee, which I would like please to stand up. Tate Cross, Marquita, Danita, Danita Brooks, please be bold. There was also Shay Taylor, you see later, and Sandra Pearson Walker. Amazing. Thank you so much. So I asked them to send me resources. So like whatever website you all go to get information, where do you go when you need to find out anything, send it to me and then we'll compile it and put it out there for everyone. And so that's what they did. It was like 3 pages of things, so I had to separate it. I couldn't put it all on one page. That's how amazing they are. But in recognition, on this homepage of resources, we want to give recognition to our parent chapter and our sister chapter. So our interpreting resources you can access from either up here or down here. You click on any one of these and you'll see the various links related to resources to interpreting. You'll see them for the deaf community, on. And then the ASL resources, anything related to the general community overall. Now, what's new about this page, separate from being easy on the eyes, is our membership only page. For you that are members, you're used to having to sign in to get into that, really not really sure what you're getting into and have to remember some password and which email address that I use. And you still gotta remember which email address you use to sign up. But what this is going to do is if you need something specific, if you're like, I just don't know what to do with the bylaws. I know y'all talked about it last week, and I know you said we have to look at it beforehand, but I don't know where it is. just send us a request, and we'll send it to you. We're not going to try to put so much into the website that you're overwhelmed by it. Send us a request, we'll get you what you need. So you would just fill out the information, your name. I stressed on here, give us the email that you signed up with, because we're looking for current members. This is a membership only. So this is a plus that you all can go back and look at this information if you haven't stored it or anything like that. You can look at current bylaws, you can get membership meeting minutes, so whatever minutes you might have for this meeting, they'll be available. You'll also see things like our iPod online events. Currently, right now, we're actually streaming online through YouTube or Google Plus, Google Plus. And so, if you ever had a question related back to this meeting, or you missed it, if you weren't there, whatever the case may be, send us a request. Hey, what was that link? We'll send you the link. You can watch the meeting. Question?
Actually, how long can you make a request for the meetings?
That would be something I'd probably put to the board right now. I haven't gotten a specific timeline for that.
If we don't have them, we would definitely tell you we don't have them. But as far as what we have archived from this board, in the future, some things, of course, we don't have. They were found in what we have to do. We're not that limited, but we don't have them. But
I'm saying for the current meeting, like today's meeting, will they be available in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What's the expected time you make request?
well, our current secretary is out of the country, so these meetings we will both be ready. So she just has a wonderful secretary coming in from our state. So once she gets them, it has to be, but probably won't see them.
And also, just so that you know, I haven't hooked it up at the moment just because you all haven't seen it. But what will end up happening is if you want current bylaws, you send it, say I want current bylaws, it's going to go to the bylaws chair. So they can take care of it. Now it doesn't have to go to the secretary's got to contact the bylaws chair, and now they got to find it, and they got to go back. There's too much work. It's going to go straight to her. Same with the membership meetings. It's going to go straight to the secretary. Archival is going to go straight to publications. Question?
The bylaws chair, if it goes directly to the bylaws chair, that means if no one is serving in that position, who else, who's the backup? Does that email go to? Or will it just sit there and someone access?
All information via the website is going to go to publications either way. So publications and the president are going to have all that information. If we currently do not have a bylaws chair at that moment, then either one of us will take over that whole responsibility to get that information.
And so just for clarification as well, we have a vice presidency position available. Bylaws chair, there's a person. It's on the next slide.
So that's for the membership only. There's also a section there that you want to be a members only thing to have available, or on the request or something that we sent to you. You can also go in here and fill that out. It's in that other category. It's kind of a feedback form. So if you have thoughts about whatever, you can go into other and then just type up any thoughts that you have, and I'll. And then the last thing here is our join page. If you're not a member who wants to join, of course, here's the costs. Here should be a form. I don't know why something else is wrong. Okay, well, if you use anything but Internet Explorer, it should come up. You'll actually see there it is. So this is your registration information. And actually, because the membership chair isn't here yet, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. All of you need to please go in and just fill this out, whether you paid or not. Please fill this out because we're trying to update our database. You know, we've got years and years and years of just putting everyone's things in one location. We just want to be able to streamline it. This goes automatically onto a spreadsheet. So we know who's there. The spreadsheet can delete duplicates. So this is going to help us tremendously if you all just go in fill it out, whether you paid or not. If you haven't paid, when you get down to the bottom here, you've got this little option here, pay on PayPal. So you go ahead, sign up, be a member. Of course, all of our stuff is on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, email, share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. I think that's all. Thank you, okay.
Okay, so really quick, again, huge kudos to Sequoia, the tree and her team, Sequoia and her team. They really worked hard, and I'm extremely thankful. They had a nice little family. I went to hang out with them, and they weren't that nice to me. It was like, you haven't been here. I was like, do I have to get jumped in or something? They were really kind of, but they worked really hard, so I thank you. So Shay is running late, but Shay really does need everybody to fill out that information. So go see the website, play with it, give us feedback. It's going to be changing all of the time. We have so much information to add. For those, a lot of you don't know behind the scenes, but behind the scenes, like Sequoia alluded to, we have information a little bit of everywhere. We talked about that last night, Denise and I. So we have information everywhere. So this is our opportunity to really try to streamline information, put it in one place. We worked on, we have an e-bike list. A lot of you get our e-bikes, right? Anybody don't, right, you get our e-bikes. Some of you get our emails and don't get our e-bikes because the list is not secret. So we're really trying to take the opportunity to clean it up and make sure that we have everything on location. So go fill that form out. It's a lot of also getting to know you information. We know a little bit more about you, we know how to serve you better. So please take the opportunity to do that. Even if you said, oh, I joined before you guys have my information, please fill it out again. You might have changed. Change my name. No. So membership is not yet here. Our treasurer will be here shortly. She had to work late and nobody could take the place. So she will be here with the treasury report. Oh, okay. Okay. So treasurer will be here shortly with her report. We're thankful that her husband will work for him, but she's on her way. So she's here kind of here. Bylaws chair is not here right now. So, but the bylaws chair is appointed position. Sandra Pearson Walker has made herself available, and we're thankful that she did. So, if you guys haven't met Sandra, most of you should have met Sandra.
Now, the membership year starts when exactly?
January through December. That's a very good question, because RID and PCRD run from June to June. So that's a key point for those of you who want to join RID. Remember I said earlier, you guys should join RID. You might want to just go ahead and wait. Or do it now because it's starting now. Oh, you're right. So okay. Do it now. Don't miss out on your time. Well, while she's out, let me show the promo. So, if you guys haven't seen the promo, I want you guys to see it. I'm sorry. It's ready. 4. You don't have to. Okay, so I'm turning the floor over to the Madam Chair of the University Committee, Lisa. And before she even starts speaking, let's give her a round of applause.
I give a round of applause to the committee. So Barbara Hunt, Billy Sanders, Sadie, and Kathy. Okay, so this is where we are with the anniversary. The anniversary is coming along, but there's a lot of things that we need your help. First thing is Billy is passing out a flyer. It is a three questions on it. One is your name, that we need for the commemorative book information. The commemorative book is a historical record, historical document that is going to be in book format, sort of like a little small yearbook type or nice gloss bag book that you can keep. So within the book, we'll have the history of Naomi DC. We'll also have some artifacts, pictures, etc. Some of that information that Barbara is actually the chair that portion of the book. Some of that information is hard to collect. Over the past 15, 20 years that people have been in this area interpreting and artifacts have been lost, and as Kathy mentioned earlier, things aren't centralized. So Barbara can speak more to that later, but we need your help. So if you have any photos, artifacts, anything along the way that you collected from a summit, a conference, anything like that, you can please submit it to myself or to anybody else on the committee, more specifically to Barbara, because we're having a really hard time gathering information from Leander, for example, who back in Chicago was in the basement looking for boxes. It's just a lot of stuff that has keeping up with it over the years. Presidents have passed over to other presidents, and stuff gets lost, and so yeah. So we just need your help. If anybody has anything to say about the paper that he's passing around, though, all that will go into the book. At the end of the commemorative book, we'll have a section for people to add shout outs in remembrance of whatever type of things that you want to put in the back of the book. But as the video shows, we want everyone's pieces of dreams to be counted for. So we're asking for you to fill out this little form. That information that you put in that form will be put into the book. Free of charge, you're going to pay for the ad, but we want your specific voice in the book. Now there is another way for you to submit outside of that. You could buy an ad, could submit something, a special photo or something mailed to related that you want in the book. But outside of that, we do want your voice to be heard. So you just fill that out, get that back to me tonight. We did send out a link for this last night. Kathy and I sent it out. So electronically you could submit it, but we're having a hard time again catching up with people, so if you could do it tonight, we appreciate that. Next on my list. Awards. During the actual soiree that we're having on Friday, August 8th, we will have a award that we're giving out. The committee has made nominations, but we want you to actually vote on who these votes. So the last will be going out probably in the next 2 weeks, tops, that before you put together. And we want you to respond, vote for who you want. Some people in this room are nominated, I can't say who. But you'll see, and we need your feedback and your participation about it. We're having a design contest for the front book of the community. We want you to design the front cover for something. So these are just like sample booklets from the company that we're using that show you the quality of the book. So we want you to design the book. So I know some people like Sequoia Shea, Nicole over there, do a lot of graphic design type things. If you would, submit your submissions to us at ALPDC15@gmail.com. you can send it to someone on the committee. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, July 15, July 20, somewhere in there, if you send it to us, please, we appreciate that. We'd rather it come from you. The company would to design it, they could, but we want you all. The only stipulation is that you use an AOBC logo. That's it. Last thing, we also would like to put individual photos of everyone in the book. I like the book, everyone stays in the book. You can submit your own photo of yourself. Billy has to. If you can submit your own photo of yourself to us, that would be great. We might try to set up some way, maybe next year, something that we can take everyone's picture who doesn't have a picture. But if you can submit your own photo, that would be great. So, that is my update for the anniversary. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Yes.
The photos and different things that you're requesting that been submitted, right? I know that I spent or posted a lot in the Facebook page. Okay. I don't know if there's a way to put something and see all of the photos in one place that have been posted, but throughout like throwback, I've posted throwback pictures from different AOB conferences like that. And it took me a lot to find them again, so to do it again would be cool.
So I would, okay. If you do it, I will let you know. I don't personally have Facebook, so I have no access to any of it. Okay, they said they can do it, we're gonna go with that. Thanks.
The Facebook comment, I certainly love that idea. You have to check and make sure that it's are of good quality. Once you upload them to quality, you use some of the installations so often it's not clear. So you have to check that.
Billy? Okay, so the early bird special for the soiree and entire weekend for all of you guys is $100. With $100, you get a 2-day event, which is the soiree, which is on Friday night. You get the workshops that are on Saturday. You get the AOB general body meeting, and you get the commemorative book. All of that for $100. For the late people, not early birds, the price obviously goes up over a certain period of time. I think that deadline is like the end of July sometime. So that's one thing. For now, DC members, there's special pricing just for you. Because we want our DC people here. We know that we'll have people like, we'll have some people from out of state who are coming in town. We know we have some people who are coming out of town who already registered, like the AOB Inc. board is already, I've already heard from Valerie, the rest of them, they've already registered. So we want our people there, our anniversary. So we have special pricing for you guys that does go up for like everyone else. The other thing is there's an a la carte version. So you don't want to go to the workshop. You don't want to, they just want to go to the soiree. You pay for that. If you just want to go to the, if you just want to clear, I think the book by itself is $40. But you get the whole weekend for $100. So, you know, no brainer. But as Billy was saying, the host hotel is the Marriott, and the group rate is $99 for 2 days. So that's for. Sorry, that's okay. So so I think we pretty much negotiated some pretty good rates for everything. We just really need to show up and okay, so we have four. Two are panels. One is a PhD interpreter panel. One is a and then there's 2 workshops. John Lewis is teaching a workshop. Loveland Anderson, also known as Loveland, teaching a workshop. And our keynote speaker, Keynote speaker
Okay, they have a sign.
Yeah, she is the only black interpreter with a PPK. So there you Google her page, boom, right there. Yeah, so Shirley, boom, boom. Emma. Okay, so yeah, so Shirley is our keynote speaker, and Catherine is on the black market to figure out how to contact her. But yeah, so we're excited to have she holding it down for years, and I can't wait to hear. So anyone else with questions?
What we doing?
I'm back. Yes, we donate, and we definitely appreciate that. The other option though is, Sequoia is actually testing now currently. We're trying to have live streaming options because we know we're having individuals who are out of state. And we would like to be at the general body meeting. They only need is having the general body meeting. And they haven't had it. So for those who want to do that, we're actually testing the streaming option. We have more about that with you. Leanne is on there streaming. But yeah, so we're streaming, we're testing that as an option for people to take both, make oceans, be able to participate in live meetings. So that's only, at this time, it's only zero body meetings. I don't know if we're going to take it to the workshop and all of that, but that's an option, yes.
But I'm not a member of the national board. What is the deadline that's in place for becoming a member of Inc. that I can vote?
I actually think that's a question for the board president. So I actually don't have that. I think it's. I just looked at it.
90 days. 90 days. So if you were on the Naomi call, and happened 2 months, maybe about 2 months ago, Naomi sent out an email for those who were members, who were not members, who were just interested in the health of the organization to join in on the call. At that time, we were all told that this meeting was going to happen in August. Pay your membership because you would need to be a member in good standing of 90 days in advance. So you have 1 week left to pay your Naomi easement. 1 week. Okay? So please do so. You can go to naomi.org and see if you're going to send a check if you want to, or you can pay via PayPal on that site, naomi.org. That site is live and active. It's a one-pager where basically has the information. Listen, sometimes you only need 1 page. Okay? And be in the house on the 8th and August 9th. So your vote is loud and clear that you have opportunities to speak.
Anybody else have any questions or? Barbara, do you need to add on to the committee? It's a big undertaking to get the history and gather all the information.
Just very brief, I think you said a lot of it is that if you have pictures from past 10 years, the past 15 years, even before, and that's the most difficult part, is that Naomi DC was in existence, but we weren't incorporated. We weren't
an official body, but we were functioning like one. So we're getting that information. Jeff is on the committee. Lisa Weems, Wanda Newman, and myself, Pam. I do want to, and just as a little side note, many of you, and rightly so, are not pack rats. You get things, you look at them, you see them, and when the time is up and you don't need them anymore, you throw them away. We're looking for the pack rats. We're looking for the people who cherish and hold on to things and don't mind going through their boxes where they kind of said, one of these days, someone's going to ask for this and want to see it and look at it. But I do understand not everybody's pack rat. Thank you very much.
So again, if we can get all of this stuff from you guys, pictures, responses to the survey, all that stuff, the next 2 weeks. The competition for the photo, I mean, for the front cover, 3 weeks. When we get all that stuff to you guys before the end of the month, we have to take stuff to the printer, and we can't have a vote without any stuff. So we get all the stuff to you guys very, very soon.
Friday evening at the big gala or whatever we call it, soiree.
How would you be dressed like this? Is that okay?
Y'all know the answer. Y'all know the answer. Y'all know how to dress. Y'all saw the video. Y'all saw like right? So y'all know heels, cute, hair. So yeah, it's a black tie fit.
So I wanted, so no one will send me things. I am not on the voting list any longer. We thought it would be better if I was on the reporting role. So please continue to send that information to Barbara. School and all of that, you know. So this Barbara, please don't send me. Thank you.
So just for clarification, there are 2 events. There's the gala Friday night, that's your Get Fresh, right? 6 inches with your little folded slippers, right? That you can bring in your bag. So that's Friday night. That's the Get Fresh. Saturday night is your Get Fresh, but it's a little less fresh. And that's the soiree. That's kind of like an after hours. We're going to a really great lounge right here on
Local 16, which is on U Street. I'm going down U Street before you get to the fire department on the right hand side. Starbucks.
So 2 different events will go through and get
Or there are essentially morning and afternoon. Yeah. There are verified. The 2 panels, the 2 panels are back to back, and they're the only thing running at that time. We go to those. The other 3, there's 2 at one time. So you have to pick which one you want to do. No, it's morning and PhD in the other panel in the afternoon, and then the general body. The panels are 1 hour each, and the actual workshops are I think an hour. The 3 workshops are happening at the same time in the morning, and they are running from 9 to 11. The 2-hour workshops, there'll be a 15-minute break, and we'll reconvene 11:15 for the forum. That's 1 hour. That will be followed by the next panel, another hour. That runs basically 11:15 to 1:15. There's 2 panels back to back. Then we have lunch break. Another hour 15 or so. And then we've got the afternoon session, which is actually the national. And then we go out there and dance and
extra.
so this is a website though for everyone who has to get to it. Register. Any questions, please let us know again.
So with the workshops, are they seeing you for any workshops?
Absolutely. Yes, they are. Even though this weekend is not a conference, we did want people to have an opportunity to kind of, hey, you guys maybe work some more work time, even though family union is good in itself. We still want you to be able to get something. All right, thank you everyone. I will see you all.
If you haven't registered, please register. Make sure you reserve your hotel if you can. Even if you're staying in town and you want to just hang out late with us. Did you say where it was at?
It is in Eastern Market. We have Eastern Market North Hall, which is, if you've never been to Eastern Market, the portion where they have the inside market, the front part of that is a big banquet hall. So that's where we have a red carpet, all the whole nine. So we ready to go. So you have to step and repeat. You gotta look good, okay? And you don't step and repeat.
No, you're not supposed to step in.
Y'all know, step and repeat. It was a new part for me, so. Step and repeat, okay. Okay. Hollywood. Hollywood. You know how you come down there red carpet, there's that backdrop that you can stand on and got somebody sponsor logo name on the back and you do one of these. You do one of these, you step and you repeat
And
it.
then you move, right? And then I repeat the step. Everybody steps and then you repeat. She finished.
So yeah, so it's step and repeat time.
Taylor, your song was good and all, but Beyonce had
Well, it's called a step and repeat, but that's what, you know, they will have a photographer and you do your little. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, can we give them a round of applause? They work hard. They meet every week on Sunday, on holidays, on Mama's Day, but they meet. So thank you, committee, for meeting. They've been doing a great job, so kudos to Lisa Street having their project. I have no idea. You want to?
When I first came up here, Kathy did the honor of showing the video that said, I am Naomi DC. I did mention some time ago, I forgot to give you guys a reminder, but I'm going to go ahead and do that again tonight. So while you're here, if you want to go ahead and get in the next video, I'm going to keep updating them, I'm just going to keep putting them out there for folks. I'll be in the back corner there, or in that corner, I'm doing. And I'll just do the video and keep doing I am Naomi DC. On another note, for those of you who was here for our February meeting, we had a Black History Month. I am whoever person inspired you. We've been tweaking the video, and we're looking to be able to produce you all a video shortly. So it's in the works. We didn't forget about you. We didn't just do it and hold on to your work. We're actually working on it, so you'll see that soon as well. But anyway, I'll be in the back corner doing the video if you want to be involved.
And if you guys, so for those of you who weren't here when we did the Black History Month, if you want to see, we actually have the video. Some of the taping wasn't as clear as we would have liked it to be, so we would love to redo it. I thought it was really heartwarming that 2 people did. Everybody could do whoever they want. And there were only 2 names that was repeated. And one of them was Oprah Winfrey because everybody loved her. Oprah Winfrey, or at least wanted to be Oprah Winfrey. The other person who was duplicated was Maya Angelou. So I thought that was really sweet that Maya Angelou was duplicated. And as we reflected on her life, this week with our Kathy. So
please, if you want to see that, come over. I'll show it to you here. I won't show it to you guys on the big screen because we're still editing it. So we need to edit it a little more. But I'll show it to you guys. So we're coming to a close, and we wanted to take a moment to acknowledge some really wonderful moments in the lives of our members. So neither one of these folks are here because the board is traveling tonight, but we want to really acknowledge both Karami Ford and Leanne Williams, who have now successfully completed their coursework and defended their dissertation topic. So now they are all but dissertation in their PhD process. So we're super proud of them. The PhD process, for those of you who don't know, we have 3 male DC members who are in that process. The other of which has successfully completed her coursework, and so we're super proud of her too. That's the foxy lady next to me interpreting, Pamela Collins. So we're really proud of her. And we want to say congratulations to these folks. What's in the room, Joey? Mercedes is out in the Dallas traveling. Right, wonderful. And a lot of these folks have gone back home. We also want to give kudos to Brandon Williams because he is now married. So that was really exciting. He got married celebrating. So most of us, Brandon's still our baby, but now he's like a grown man. We kind of watched him for his 4-year journey. No? Yeah. Milana Meadows, Pauline Rosemore. We also want to give a kudos to Eileen, who was not here, but she has successfully done something that I don't think anybody else in this area, I think, or at least definitely not within AOCC, can say that she successfully completed the Sorensen. What'd you say? The VRS internship through Sorensen. So for those of you who don't know Eileen, she went to Salt Lake City. She was there for what, 3 months? 16 weeks, which I think is 3 months, right? I think it was on that. So 3 months, she was in Salt Lake City in a very intense Sorensen internship. So we're really, really proud of her. She's just recently back, so we were thrilled to see her. And if you haven't seen her yet, she's been back, then that's her again. So it is now your turn. I think that's it. You've been to remember. I'll keep that up. But this is now your turn. If there are any announcements on the floor, the opportunity is yours. I know Delisa has an announcement that she would like to make. Jeff always has an announcement. Always. I can bank on him. If he doesn't have one, somebody give him an announcement because he's going to do it. He's going to do it proud. So let's start. Oh, before the announcement. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in good time. Madam Treasurer, can you come here and report? I'm sorry. Just you guys know out here. Madam Treasurer has walked in the room, and we always like to know about money. Sorry.
Okay, so for our balances for the end of March was $14,242.41. We had a couple of events in March where we got new membership and those in DVDs. We had an interpreter. Okay, so we had the Discovery Instructing Ambassador Training. That was Saturday, March 1st. So, 7 DVDs. We earned $140 that day. And we
March, it paid the CRA regulatory organization for the nonprofit organization standing. C made a deposit for the family cookout of $270. And legal refreshments of $35. And so our balances for April, the end of April was $14,290. We had an event at the beginning festival of that, and we collected $132 selling cards and memberships, and also at the Black Death Expo, which we collected $60 and paid $60 for that table. So we just paid out $60. So for the month of April, we brought in $118 to pay our fee, $154 for fair memberships and music. And so we had and we have few expenses that we use. We bought coupons for food, and we bought more ASL cards, $97 for that. So our balance for the end of April again, $14,000.
So, really, the coupons for the food, we really try to go thrifty with coupons and different social deals and ways to save the membership money, but it'll keep this going on. So when you hear us say coupon deals, that's what it is. But you can. Shay? Yep. Shay needs you guys to fill out the form. It's on the webpage.
Sorry guys, quickly as she comes, she goes, that's Shay. She gave me a list of things that she wants to say. The biggest thing was filling out that form. Please fill out the form. Just go home, look at the website, fill out the form. What else are you going to do on Friday night? She met with her committee. They're looking to do some awesome things, and they're looking for more awesome things. So I can't say that it's Shay Wood. It's really awesome. They're looking to do designing, purchasing things like name tags, membership reps, things for festivals, tables, school visits. So when they go out, they have something that's officially Niobe DC. They're continuing looking for folks who participated in the Discover Interpreting training to prepare to go out this fall to students in the school. And the biggest news of it all is we finally have some chat circle dates. If you all remember the chat circles that we all got together, we have those. They're going to be in 3 locations. We haven't figured out where those are yet, but I can give you the dates. Keep your eye on Facebook. Keep your eye on the announcements. We'll get that out to you all. June 19th, July 17th, and August 1st. So that's going to June 19th. Back there. July 17th. Yes, you have to. What day is that? But you don't have where? No. So just it's kind of a save the date. Yeah, just save the date and know that we're gonna give more location, time, as I don't know what day it's going on, so I can't tell you if it's gonna be an afternoon. It's a Thursday, so it's probably gonna be something. Yeah, so it's likely gonna be about 5, 6 o'clock, right after the professionals are getting out of work. They can stop by somewhere, grab a coffee, talk to a student, make their way out. The students can stay, chit chat. It's kind of a way to get you all to know who's coming up behind you, support, and be excited about it. And then she's maybe considering an extra special social in conjunction with the 15-year anniversary. I don't know, but that's about the answer I'm giving right now. So there'll be plenty of things to do for the 15-year anniversary. That's all.
Okay, so back to the floor, Delisa.
Does anybody live in Maryland, in the Silver Spring, Summer Park area? Anybody? Okay, I just wanted to make an announcement. It's non-interpreter related. My brother is running for state delegate for that particular area. So I have flyers for him. The flyers are coming up in June, July, so want to make an announcement. Thank you. We actually have a video, but we don't have time right now. We have a video. I can blast it or whatever. And actually, Sean did his voiceover because we have a fighter in the video. Sean did the voiceover for us, so for his campaign and stuff. So yeah. We just wanted to let you guys know his name is Dewan Hopewell. So his name on the ballot. Say his friend. How does he spell? Hopewell, like him. So I have a flyer. I can give it to Barbara and whoever. So if you know anybody who's in the area, just kind of spread the word. It's his first time out. It's hard the first time, getting traction when you're not known. He's awesome guy. So just want to put it out there.
And now, Jeff. And this is open floor, you guys. Just announce the link, whatever you
I'm sure that you are all aware that we are trying to improve the first part of the NRC. So to do that, I would encourage you all to join us for a theater interpreting workshop, and that will occur June 14th at 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. There'll be 4 presenters. One would be Fred Eaton. Next. And we'll do the wrap up at the end. Also, we'll have Natalie Nate. Okay. And that will be to develop your voicing for the performance theater and the characters. And me, I'll be doing something on scripts and analyzing the script of the play. And then Ray Anderson, we will be doing a workshop about music and song and how to express that in American Sign Language and how to add a particular language. So, look online. We have 2 different organizations that are sponsoring these workshops. We have United Deaf Ministries. And secondly, we have 1047. Is that a zip code or something? Well, it's a name of her organization. And we are working together, they're working together to help sponsor these workshops. The workshops will be here in the other room. meet on June 20th to the 9th, to the 29th. We have the Deaf Theater Festival. No, I'm sorry, the Black Deaf Theater. The Black Theater Festival. Why are you so
Because I'm bothering you. I'm bothering you. Okay.
So good. The Black Theater Festival, which happens June 20th to June 29th. There will be many deaf performers, writers, authors, directors, producers. Brett Dean again. Michelle Banks. CJ Jones. And myself. And have a reception called Silent Street. So my performance will occur June 23rd. But most of the other performances will occur at different theaters locally throughout the city. But mine will occur at Howard University at the Black Learning Center. For production, so June 20th to June 29th. So here it is. Take a look. Pass it out, please. And that's it.
Any other announcements from the floor? Sarah? If you guys don't know Sarah, everybody listen to this. Tell them this. Come on, Jack.
Brother of Rick. Okay. One more play that I actually forgot to mention. It's actually produced and written by you. If you want to play your tail over that.
If you guys don't know Sarah, I want you to know Sarah. Sarah's my husband. If you don't know Sarah, she's also been there. She's Sarah. You don't know what we're doing. It's not true.
Faces here that I don't know. And believe it or not, I am kind of shy. Which means if I don't get people to come up to you, I'll need you to come up to me. If you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate that. Sometimes I might just be sitting in the corner. But I have two announcements. First, on a national level, tomorrow actually is the deadline. The RIP standard practice papers, which there are 3 of them, and I'm asking for feedback on those 3 practices. RIP actually wants to get some revisions, and the deadline is actually tomorrow. So, but look at the website and you can actually give the feedback. Like one is about performance interpreting, which actually delves into what we were just talking about. And the other one was trilingual, Spanish, English, and sign. The other one was AIM interpreting services, about interpreting agency and about their actual practice. And on a regional level, this July, the first week of July, NAD and Region 2 will host a conference together in Atlanta. So if you have not registered, you should. NAD is not expensive. RID typically is an expensive cost for the region events. So that's why we're going with NAD and collaborating together. So it will be cheaper. On the local level, there are many things going on. June 4th. Which somewhat of is the theater interpreting workshop. And maybe you don't like theater interpreting work, maybe you prefer government work, that's great too. We have an all-day workshop for government work as well. It's not my thing, but this is actually a great one to share. Now, community level, so June 21st is the Eastern Shore. In the Eastern Shore, if you know any interpreters that live there, please let me know. Because we're trying to reach out to people and talk about licensure, which is coming. It is coming. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Who has this slide? Does anybody have this slide on it? Yeah. I want to make sure everybody has it. Wait a minute. All right, this is the front of the slide. Oh, so 3 and 6. If you want more information, please access this website. It is located at the bottom of the flyer for additional information. We will have deaf and hearing actors coming together. We are not having interpreters, it's not needed. We want to make sure that you understand the story. We don't want a scripted discussion, but we work together to make sure the story is deaf and hearing. All right, so sit back, relax. I hope you can come out. Any questions before we begin? All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole, for those that I have not met yet, and I do want to say that Naisha is the star of 3 o'clock show and this will be presented entirely in ASL, which is awesome. And we had a hearing person that has learned ASL just for the role to be her make. So it's a really great collaboration, and we're working really hard on it. It's going to be awesome. So I want to say that first of all. The 6 o'clock show is in English. And so, you know, the people are coming to go so they can see Brandon's direction of the show is going to be awesome. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the workshop on the 14th, the theatrical interpreting workshop, because NIOB helped us and we are partnering, we have created a promotional code just for NIOB members. So if you type in NIOB in all caps on the website, on the Eventbrite page, it will allow you to register for 25% off. So until June 1st, the registration is $50. You get 25% off of that. And after June 1st, and leading all the way to the door, it is $60. But you can still put in the promotional code NIOB in the website if you haven't registered already. If you have, thank you for your extra dollars. But I still have just want to make that easy. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to make an announcement for all the natural disposition room. That there's a natural hair show that's going to be in Silver Spring on August 2nd and 3rd. And you can go to the website at the Natural Hair Show 2014 to get more information. And I will be presenting in class on
And my announcement for tomorrow, we'll have an event called Green Festival. Everyone knows about the Green Festival, that conference convention center. My client will actually host a booth there. Another business that I'm involved with, so my client will have a booth. And it's expensive, so if you do want to go, and you want to go through us, I can give you a free ticket if you're interested. So you let me know. And for the deaf community, we have interpreters that will be there providing access. So if you're interested in going, we can provide a free ticket for you. It's a great event. It's about health foods and a lot of other things like that. Organic foods and so forth. So a lot more information to give you if you're interested.
Okay. So before you leave, you guys, I want to show you one more thing. Any more announcements for this? I think we're regular time. It's about time to wrap it up. Anyway, do you have an announcement? Yeah.
Like to formally notice or recognize I will be Detroit this year. I want to tell you something there. As you know, Niobe, DC and New York City are combined or working together to host the summit, which occurred last year. So this is the first time we've actually met. That was the first time we actually met them at that time. Since then, we see them all the time now. So we're supporting them, and they will be supporting us. And they've really invested the time and money to come here to support what we're doing here. And we have gone to support them. Kathy and I have gone to support them. So it's a family of Niobe. You're a Niobe family. And so I'm encouraging everyone to get involved. It's not just us. All of us should be supporting each other, encouraging each other. Okay? Amen.
Maybe something that the scholars,
Last week, right? Speaking around. Right. Okay, so before we leave out, I just want to show this really quick, like 1 minute video, not even, and then we're gonna.
Who is that? Oh. Precious.
The hair doesn't. No, nobody can videotape. We like just playing around. Listen, thank you guys so much for coming out. Please take time to chat with Tamara and Yakata. They're over here. Check them out, see what's going on in their area. Take time to chat with Elisa. Register for that anniversary. You guys to register. Everything I was announced. Support, come out, have fun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Amy Lanassa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Pamela Collins. Thank you so much, Billy Butler. Make sure you do your video. Make sure you do your video on the back. If you want to see the Black History Month video, love you all. I mean it.
You guys seeing your dance?
Congratulations, ladies. Tell me about it.
I work tonight and then I work tonight. That's the only time that I do it. So I work 11 to 9 tonight. She told me she wanted to come at 5. I said, no, I'm not going. But tomorrow. So you work tomorrow, Saturday, from 5 to 9. So I don't know who's going to work those. So, here goes on the 13th. So, nothing. Oh, I think 13th is a Friday night. I'll work over. Okay. Yeah. So that's Friday. With crew. Yeah. So that's fine. So that's why I was doing whatever. Okay. Not only that. No, that's not one. Okay. Yeah, because I work at 6 to 2. So, I worked at, what do we have? And then I work at 7 at 6. Oh, I work at 12. So it's a 13, 14, and 27. Okay. So I'm at 27. I'll talk it out. Well, I have to work.